Hello everyone, I am back from being sick. I hope my boyfriend didn't mess up anything in the timeline, but let's continue. This part of Coleisum is probably one of the more interesting ones as it has very key events in it. But let's not waste any time, this one's a long one. This takes place after Katie Goo got kidnapped by General Hodge and is now in the hands of the Legion of Chloes. The Haliorian was ready to kill General Hodge for taking her, but they had to track him down first. Chase and Noah had arrived to Sir Bryson because he said that he had info on General Hodge's whereabouts. They took the info and presented it to the Haliorian. The three had then begun searching for him. After around 3 hours of searching they had found it. Fortress Chloe, the birthplace of the first Chloe, and lair of the Legion of Chloes. There Katie Goo was being interrogated by General Hodge in order to better understand the creature, but she was smart and didn't play into his mind games. The three snuck into the compound of the fortress and snuck into the main castle. There they split up into 2 teams. One was the Haliorian. Her job was to find Katie Goo and rescue her. The other team, Chase and Noah, was tasked with taking out the Legion of Chloes. The Haliorian snuck around the castle avoiding the security until she found Katie Goo. When she attempted to rescue her, General Hodge stepped into frame, demanding that Katie Goo was to be placed down at once. The Haliorian overshadowed Katie Goo and said to once again, and I quote, to screw off. The two had begun to fight one another for Katie Goo. Meanwhile, Chase and Noah had found the Legion of Chloe's meeting room, with the 3 remaining clones. President Chloe, Cuddle Chloe, and Thanos Chloe. Of course there's Leprechaun Chloe and Western Chloe, but they're with Sir Bryson. Before we go on, I need to address the ranks in the Legion of Chloes. At the top of the pyramid there is President Chloe. She is the most evil of the Chloe clones. Below President Chloe is Thanos Chloe. She is the strongest and is the brute of the Legion. Below her is Western Chloe. She is the bounty hunter of the group and a very good shooter. At the bottom is Cuddle Chloe and Leprechaun Chloe. These 2 are bottom line useless to the Legion. Let's get back to the story, however. Noah and Chase jumped out and begun to attack them. President Chloe demanded that Thanos Chloe should attack them. She did so. Back to the Haliorian. She had battled against General Hodge and won, taking him as prisoner. Her and Katie Goo finally reunited. The 2 and their prisoner began to make their way towards Chase and Noah. Speaking of those 2, the 2 was on the floor almost defeated by Thanos Chloe. She was about to kill them until she heard the Haliorian walk in. She said to let them go or General Hodge dies. She knew he was a vital piece to the puzzle, so she agreed, and Chase and Noah went over to the Haliorian. They all were ready to fight until they all heard footsteps. It was Western Chloe and Leprechaun Chloe, with Sir Bryson in handcuffs. They had overpowered Sir Bryson and took him as a prisoner. President Chloe got out of her chair and told them that they can trade General Hodge for Sir Bryson. They agreed to the trade and the Chloes had General Hodge back. Until President Chloe shot General Hodge, not killing him but knocking him out on the floor. Chase, Noah, and the Haliorian shocked asked why she done that. She said that he was no longer needed and everyone was right where they needed to be. All 5 clones, the 2 messiahs, the Haliorian and Katie Goo, and Sir Bryson was in the same labyrinth. President Chloe demanded that Katie Goo should be handed over or they'll kill all 4 of them. Sir Bryson then asked them why they are doing this. President Chloe then told him that they want revenge on Lord Cole for destroying the first Chloe, and that they needed Katie Goo to open a portal to the Cole realm. Katie Goo had thought of an idea as President Chloe was monologuing. With all her power, suddenly made a portal herself to the Cole realm and pointed for the others to run in. They all did so. The Chloes followed and almost got in, however Katie Goo closed the portal just before they could get in. They were in the Cole realm, a mystical place. They were shocked by how beautiful it was. Chase and Noah said they should look for Lord Cole and awaken him to stop the Chloes for good. The Haliorian offered for her and Katie Goo to sit this one out. They all agreed and Chase and Noah went off in search for their lord. This is where we'll end today's teachings. Next week's is the final chapter in Coleisum. However, I can show you this nice sneak peek at chapter 5 of Coleisum. That's all for this week. Remember, next week is the final chapter. Be ready. Until then, have a wonderful day, you mortal humans.